everyone. My name is Lynn, and I will be talking about mental health in the LGBTQ plus community. The reason why that I decided to choose this topic is because mental health is extremely prevalent in the field of social work, and there's many people that identify as the LGBTQ plus community, and sometimes there's just not enough resources when you put the two together. So the summary of the treatment group proposal that I have is that I wanted to create a group that specifically focuses on mental health in the LGBTQ plus community amongst teenagers. The reasoning why is because this is a topic that has been talked about more, and teenagers typically face more victimization from their peers in comparison to their heterosexual peers just because of their sexual orientation. The treatment group will basically focus on strength-based life skills, and this will be beneficial because it'll allow these teenagers to grow more confidence and have conversations about their sexuality with their family. And this creates obviously uncomfortable conversations for some people because there are some families where they don't talk about that at all. So, being able to give them the safe space to talk about their struggles and what their obstacles have been when it comes to coming out will really help them. And for some of them, maybe they haven't come out yet. It'll also give them the space to learn how to have that tough conversation with their families. So, this treatment group will be roughly 12 sessions in total, and each week there will be a new topic about life and how they can embrace their sexuality. The goal of it is to create a goal for themselves that's going to help with their confidence as well as talking to their family about their sexuality. So, because it's an overall basic life skills group, it'll help grow their self-esteem and they'll be able to gain that safe space and have more self-love for themselves. They'll also have the openness to ask for resources if they need that help. So, for example, if they're looking for more specific one-on-one therapy, then this will be the place where they can ask for that. Or if they're looking for a psychiatrist to help with their depression or anxiety, this will also be the place to ask for that as well. So, as stated, people within the LGBTQ plus community, specifically teenagers, are more likely to experience these negative feelings like depression, self-harm, suicidal thoughts, or more. So, with that, because we know that it's good to know that suicide is the third leading cause of death in this community, according to the Center for Disease and Control. But because there isn't much research on the efficacy of therapy sessions in the LGBTQ plus community, that means there is more of a need for it. There just isn't enough research to be done in order to determine the efficacy of this group. So it's good to know that so that there more can be created to help researchers out in getting more research on the efficacy of it. When it comes to evidence-based relevance, strength-based practices have been utilized in counseling, psychology, and it has helped with challenging life experiences and other aspects of life. There's also affirmative therapy, and this helps validate the feelings of these people in the LGBTQ plus community and gives them a form of support that is reliable. The key word in this section is validate. It's so important to validate teenagers' feelings, especially when they're feeling some type of way with their emotions and their sexuality. It's good to give them that boost of confidence that says, hey, it is okay to feel that way and it is okay to talk about it because there have been times where they might not have felt like it's okay for them to feel the way that they do. So overall, when it comes to the group, I think it'll have its strengths and weaknesses just like any other group does have. So the strengths being that it is strength-based focused. So it'll teach them life skills when they're dealing with any type of judgment, and they'll be able to grow as a person, create goals for themselves, and grow their self-esteem. However, the limitations are that it's only 12 sessions, and that might not be enough time for teenagers. Because teenagers have more of a guard up, they aren't as open. So it may take them a little bit more time to open up to the group and talk about what it is their concerns are. There might be a fear of judgment when it comes to their families or their friends or their peers or whoever it is, as well as other participants that might be in the group. So the group will be beneficial to just anyone, but what matters is what kind of effort are they putting towards the group, and are they learning to better themselves as well. With community collaboration, as stated in the previous slides, there aren't enough treatment groups for the LGBTQ plus community, and especially making it a smaller community in teenagers. So the group design will help because it'll create an option for people to attend since there aren't many options out there. This will help when it comes to the overall community because that'll help them realize that they have a safe space to go to when they are dealing with anything that deals with their sexuality. So they have that safe space where they can go to if they're feeling alone in their own community or the larger community. So the group design is supposed to help them identify their strengths, create goals for themselves, and have a safe space to release what they're experiencing. With that, it'll create a better environment in the community, especially because people that identify as LGBTQ plus experience negative emotions. So an added treatment group will help in the future when research is done. And it'll help researchers because they'll have more evidence on the efficacy of these group therapy sessions. Overall, I think this is a really great way to spread awareness to the fact that there isn't enough resources for people that are a part of the LGBTQ plus community in mental health. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great day.